We're on Gadigal country. I'm Maddison Gibbs and I designed this mural, Hill Country, at PACT, Centre for Emerging Artists. It is a flowing work, it is wrapping around the building and moving up into the sky and up and down, and that's what we should be doing instead of staying stagnant. As a society and as a people, encourage change and movement and diversity and getting out of this sort of rut that I think this country is in. It was drawn originally on country and connecting with nature, sitting down, taking time, listening and drawing.
I see a bunch of artwork and patterns, kind of. Line, circle, triangle.
Colour and overlay and markings and triangles and circles and squares.
Looks like a river's flowing up into the air. It looks like it never goes up because the sky is blue.
Yeah, the columns are going vertically and leading up to the sky, and that kind of makes me think of like limitless possibility, because it literally draws your eye up to this open space above you. Like, look how far we could go, look what we could achieve.
There's light blue, there's dark green, there's light green, and there's also dark blue.
I just see like mountains and rivers and landscapes, saltwater, freshwater. I see women, I see breasts, I see like physical bodies.
There's blue, which reminds me of the ocean and the sky.
It is sort of acting upon me in a way that that's very inviting. Like the colour, the movement, it's shifting the edges of my vision.
Like maybe old landmarks of showing types of old languages.
I'm Nana Miss Corey, Redfern's very own First Nations drag queen. Healing for me is about Mother Earth, and I think for me it's about respecting Mother Earth and treating Mother Earth as if she was your own mother, with kindness, love and respect. For me to be able to heal, it's about the truth to be told, the truth of what happened to my people, for us to be able to move on as one in this country, this beautiful country that we have of ours. And I'm grateful that I'm here, born on Gadigal country, which is the land of where PACT's on.
I'm a Barkindji woman and I designed this mural, Hill Country, in collaboration with Jason Wing.
I'm Jason Wing. I'm a descendant of the Biripi mob. I also have Cantonese, Australian and Scottish heritage.
For us, MadWings means connection to country, reclaiming place and celebrating the oldest, most sophisticated culture in the world, Aboriginal.
With murals, it's a form of reclamation. Since colonisation, everything has been taken away from our people. Still, and more so much now than ever before. So you know, we feel that it is a process of reclamation. Like we're kind of taking it back.
You know, one of the most iconic artworks I grew up sort of aspiring to was the Aboriginal flag on the block, and so that's now gone, and there's no representation or return of that flag and that presence in this area. So, you know, we're losing the black faces, but we're also losing the culture and the history of this place, which I think needs to come back. We want Aboriginal people to feel comfortable and safe, and, you know, any diverse community to come here and feel like this is a place they're welcome.
I know that on the other side of this wall there is a theatre space, and theatres and arts and cultural spaces, quote unquote, are inaccessible to a lot of people, or feel inaccessible to a lot of people, and so I feel like having this mural here is also part of a conversation with the art space to make it more accessible, to open a dialogue around that in terms of like cultural competency and awareness. Having this mural here, hopefully it will invite more people in and make more people feel like this is a space that is for them.
Amongst our mob and community, there's so much joy, and that's something that a lot of non-Aboriginal people don't see. Like, we still laugh, even though we're oppressed. This process for me was really healing because, for one, I'm using bright colours, but also when I'm painting, I'm thinking about ancestors, I'm thinking about landscapes. So like our landscape is a cultural tapestry of all demographics. In a way, you know, we're helping promote and fly that flag. Like, this is a queer friendly space, which has such an extreme lack of.
And I feel privileged that the generosity of these artists continue to offer ways of healing country that was stolen. And as a descendant of those colonisers and thieves, I feel very moved to just continue to unbecome what I can in my lifetime.
I get excited that we are able to make these statements on these buildings and make connections with country and people that otherwise, you know, maybe wouldn't have those connections. I think this draws people in because of the colour and because of the joy you see in it and that you feel when you see it.
Yeah, it feels really joyful to me, I think.
It makes me feel happy in my heart.
I feel kind of like alive because I'm seeing so many colours at a time. Like when you close your eyes you see black, but you also see little bursts of colours like this. It looks like that it's bursts of colours, except it's just frozen and it's all been there for a little bit of a while.
Because we see concrete, we see bricks, we see tar, we see smoke in the sky. Like, so bringing that nature visual aspect back into cityscapes and places where you wouldn't normally see them, I think is part of the idea.
Well, I mean, I interpret the colours to be referencing the rainbow serpent and the rainbow serpent that carved out the Australian landscape. So waterways, mountains, everything really. So like the what a trail that a snake would leave. You know, we're leaving this trail around the building, almost like enveloping the building like a big safe cultural hug.
I was drawn in by the colours. You know, when you're talking about healing, that was so warming for me, to be drawn in to these amazing colours that are behind me. I mean, I love colour, who wouldn't?
So I'm on this bench, but I might as well be on, I actually feel like I'm on a raft or a canoe or a boat and, or a dance floor. Yeah, I feel really alive. And I don't feel, you know, everyone's different, but I don't tend to feel so alive in museum spaces.
I think the land is so, it's got this very magical, special way of rebuilding itself and always changing and growing, and you know, even just watching things grow, like if you go back every few weeks and just see the change that it's made, then you know it's exciting because it's new growth and it's new stories and it's new songlines.